I'm happy to be joined with Olivia Brockhoff, who has a very special project that she started years ago called Project PJ. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So, can we start off with what Project PJ is and where the idea for it came from?
Yeah, for sure. So basically, when I was itty bitty, really little, I was in grade three. My friend's little sister was even smaller than me, and she had cancer and was in and out of the hospital constantly. Like, she would come to our classroom, and her dad would pick up my best friend and tell her that like they have to leave because her sister is too unwell to like go through the day today or be home, where they would have to run to Edmonton to the Stoddard Hospital. So I don't know why it happened years later, because I was in grade six and I was like, I need to do something to help people like her who are in and out of the hospital. Like, I can't cure cancer. What can I do? I can't raise thousands and thousands of dollars. I can't. So I basically brainstormed and I was like, well, what do I do when I'm sick? What do I like? What do I need? Well, my parents, but I can't give people their parents. And I can't cure cancer. So I was like, oh, I love to sit in my PJs all day and watch TV. So I pretty much just was like, I think I told my mom I think I would like to donate PJs to a hospital. I wasn't sure quite which one yet. I was just like, whichever one I can do. And she was like, okay, like, yeah, like, she's like, kind of like, let's be realistic about it. And so was my dad. Like, they didn't want to get my hopes up. So I started by talking to my principal when I was in grade six. And she's like, yep, we'll send out a letter, we'll get people donating. And my goal that year was 100. And I think I got around 600 that year. And this year's my 8th year.
That's amazing. Starting this so young. It's incredible to see. Now, this is your eighth year, as you mentioned. Is there something different you're doing this year, or have you changed anything up?
Well, a lot. First of all, I'm not in Lloydminster. I'm trying to manage what it's going to look like me being 2.5 hours away and balancing school. And also, the Stollery Children's Hospital in Edmonton is undergoing a massive, massive, massive renovation because kids come in and out of that place like crazy, and of course they need more room, right? So right now, unfortunately, they cannot receive PJs as they don't have room to quarantine them and sterilize them and all that. So I have talked to the Jim Pattison, I think that's how you pronounce it, hospital here in Saskatoon, and they said they would be more than happy if I can continue my project here.
That's incredible. What is your goal for this project going forward now that you're an adult and in university?
Goodness, I don't even know. Right now, I'm seriously taking it one day at a time. There's so much, and there's so much I want to do, and I have so many ambitions to, if I want to move it to more vulnerable populations, or if I want to move it to within the university and people who have kids and are younger or are financially in need, or I'm not sure. I want to do a lot of things, but I'm not sure how to do them or when to do them or all of the above.
I'm sure you will have no problems moving forward considering how amazing it's been for the past 8 years. If there is anyone who would like to donate, how can they do so? And is there a deadline that you would like to meet to have all of the pajamas in your possession?
For sure, my deadline is February 14th. But we often do, we're not going to say no to PJs ever. So honestly, I'll take them all year round. Right now, our drop-off locations is Spiros and Lloydminster, and Carter's, Oshkosh, and B'gosh. And I am looking for more drop-off locations. So if anybody wants to reach out, I'm happy to say yes. And just a reminder, they need to be brand new PJs.
And if they do want to reach out, how can they do so?
On Facebook or Instagram at Project PJ by Olivia.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, and I wish you the best of luck for this year and the years going forward.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Of course.